Hello friends, how are you? My name is Nixon and I want to do a review of this Fender amp over here. This is called the Fender Frontman Reverb amp. As you can see, it is a 38 watt of power. It weighs 6.8 kilograms, which is about 15 pounds. And the speaker, not sure if you can see, but this is an 8-inch speaker, and this one is made in Mexico around 1990, of course, and it has one input, as you can see here. This is one input, and it has two channels. So the normal channel with its volume, and the second channel, which is the distortion channel or the drive channel, with gain and its volume with the switch over here. But otherwise, it has basic equalization. So you have treble, you have mids, and you have bass. And it has the reverb, and it is not a digital or a modeling digital. It is a real spring reverb. And on this side, it has the output for 8 ohm external speaker. If you have an external speaker which is not powered, you can connect to have a more stereo sound using this port here. And over here you have the connection for the headphones, or you can connect this one to external or to the PA system of the house or the venue you are practicing or you are playing to. So this is the it is on, so I'm going to rate the volume up so that you can hear the hum. So this is the sound or the hum that it produces when it is not connected to anything. So when you connect the cable without connecting anywhere, you get this sound. And when it is not connected, of course, you don't hear anything. So that's how it is. So like I said, this is a solid state amp, but it is very nice. And they say there are two versions. So this version uses the 120 volt power, but also there is the 240 volt power type. So this is 120. Otherwise 38 watt of power, and it is called Fender Frontman Reverb, and the type is PR241. And so I'm just going to connect my guitar. As you can see, this is my Fender Starcaster guitar, and I'm going to play it using the neck pickup with the volume all the way up. So the sound you will hear will be subject to my guitar that I'm using and subject to YouTube compression for sound, but I guarantee you it is a very nice sound. So I'm going to connect that one. So this is I'm just going to dial the volume. So this is the volume around 5, so halfway. This is the sound. So this is the sound of my guitar with the volume around 2. And that is the just straight cowboy G chord. So this is around 4 for volume from my guitar. This is around 8. And this is all the way up 10. It is very loud, so I can't use this one just for a demo, so I'm going to take it down to around maybe 6, just for your reference. So if I turn all the volume all the way up, and turn this one all the way up to 10 from the amp, this is what you hear. It is very loud, so for a home, I'll say for a room, for just practicing, it is very loud, and you can't use that one because it's very loud. So right now my guitar volume is 10, and like I said, I'm just using the neck pickup, so I'm having my tone all the way up to 10 for that pickup. Okay, so I'm just going to take the volume down a little bit to around 7, just for your reference. Okay, so like I said, it has a treble, mid, and bass, and I'm just going to dial in. This is just like a clean channel with nothing added, so I'm just going to dial a little bit of reverb up to say 3, and this is how it sounds. So reverb, I'm just going to add up to say 5, and this is the sound. So if I turn the reverb up to around 75, that's what you hear. So if the reverb is all the way up, this is the sound. So like I said, it's not a digital reverb, it's not a modeling reverb, so to say. It's the spring reverb. If I tap like this, I hear the spring inside. I hope you can hear that. So there's a real spring inside there. That's why they call frontman reverb. So that's how the reverb sounds. So just for your reference, I'm just going to take the reverb all the way off, and I'm just going to add a little bit of treble to around 50%. This is how it sounds. So treble all the way up. This is the sound. Okay, I'm just going to take that one all the way down, and I'm just going to add a little bit of mid to around 50%. This is the sound. Of course, with the mid all the way up, this is the sound. Okay, take down all the mid and add a little bit of bass up to say 50%. Okay, so the bass all the way up, this is what you hear. Very nice bass, very responsive. So I'm just going to take all that one down, all the effects, and I'm just going to switch the channel. I'm going to the drive channel now, so it is switched on, and the gain is 0 and the volume is 0. So you hear nothing. And if I take the the volume of the clean channel off, just going a little bit of volume on the drive channel, so that is 2. So that is 2. Around 50% of volume. Okay, volume around 75%, so to say. That's what you hear. Remember, my volume of the guitar is at around 7, and like I said, it is subjective to the pickups in this guitar, and that is the volume all the way on the drive channel. If I put the volume in my guitar all the way up, this is what you hear. Okay, now if I add the gain at around 1, it is very loud. As you can hear, it is not conducive anymore, so I'm just going to take down the volume of my guitar up to around 5. This is what you hear. So for your reference, if I add the gain around 3 and the volume all the way up, you see it is already distorted such that you can't it is not even comfortable. So I'm just going to take the volume up to say half, and my guitar half volume with the gain at 0, and if I put the gain at 2, this is what you hear. And you can clearly hear the hum from the amp itself. So if I put the volume at the gain at 3, this is what you hear. So it is uncomfortable for a room, so to say. So if the gain is at 4, it's very loud and it is distorted such that not comfortable anymore. So I'm just going to take the volume to around 0, which is completely off. And if I put the volume at 1, that's what you hear. If I put the volume of my guitar around 1, that's what you hear. If I put the gain all up to say 75%, this is what you hear. For the gain all the way up, that's what you hear. So if you put the gain all the way to 10 and the volume all the way to 10 and your guitar all the way up, the sound is unbearable. I think you are going to damage even your ears. I tried putting everything 10 in a big venue, and it was nice to listen, but you have to play from a distance like 10 meters or so to feel at least comfortable. So the drive channel is super powered, very comfortable for metal and some kind of rock music, but the clean channel is very nice for bluesy, jazzy, country stuffs. So remember, you can mix this one. Let us just do one example. The gain and the volume, and and you can add effects as well, like reverb in the gain channel as well. So it is a very nice amp. I was looking on the internet, so this one were made around 1990 in Mexico by Fender, and you can find them used in the market like on Reverb, Guitar Center, on Amazon from around $50 to around $100. So it is worth every penny if you have it. Very nice practicing amps, but also very nice if you are performing, because you just mic the amp to the PA system and you are good to go. So I'm just going to play a little bit of some licks so you can get the idea with the reverb all the way up. Because I wanted to show the sound by just playing the chords. Most people do play licks which you can't get the idea how the amp sounds directly. So just going to add my volume of the guitar around 4. Okay, so that's the Fender Frontman Reverb amp. It's a very nice amp. I recommend for anyone who is looking for a practicing amp, but also a performing amp if you connect it to a PA system. But also it has this very nice feature that you can connect another speaker with 8 ohms, and that is not powered. Because this can power another 8 ohm speaker. So if you are in a venue, say a small coffee shop, a small church or something like that, you can use this one and hook up another speaker so that you get the full representation of the sound from the audience. Also, you can quietly practice this one in a room if you just you just have the headphones, or you can connect this one to the PA system if you are in a performing mode, if you don't want to use the external speaker function. Otherwise, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time with another video, but also I would like to give special thanks to Mr. Brian Lee from the US, who sent me this amp, and he bought it and he also paid the shipping. So Mr. Brian Lee, thank you very much for sending me the amp, and I'm grateful. Otherwise, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any question or suggestions, let me know. But also, please subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Bye for now.